Now, this is, like I said, I'm preparing this in advance. Right. This is it, as it's looking at the moment. Well, first things first. Right. Now then. Welcome to another Dave's Master Baking session. It is fraught with danger, this one, because I'm doing two things at once here. I'm actually preparing an apple crumble. Getting that ready. I'm going to do what I have to do with this now and then put it in the fridge for later. But I'm making cheese and onion pasties, cheese, potato and onion pasties. And I'm preparing both at once, so it could end up with a apple pasty. For anything can happen. Talking of apples, I need this. Oh. Right, so in here I've diced up 8 Granny Smith's apples. I've never done apple crumble before, so who knows what's going to happen. Anyway, I'm putting 2 tablespoons of lemon juice over them. Shed load of sugar. Yeah, should have done that last, but never mind. Flour. I forgot here, tablespoon of white flour. Sprinkle that over them. 110 grams of white sugar. Now, it's always best to have it measured out beforehand. And it says half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. But I'm going to be a bit off-piste here, and I'm going to put sort of 3/4 of a teaspoon in. A teaspoon, basically. And then I'm going to go even more off-piste, because this is not in the recipe. But she bought some of this cardamom powder. And I'm just going to put half a teaspoon of that in. It is nice that. I mean, cardamom, you wouldn't, what do you think, putting it in an apple crumble? It's more of a curry thing, isn't it? And then, oh, that's new. Now, I've been searching all over the house for a dish to put this in after. And could I find it? We have a white baking dish. Now, last week when I did Sunday roast, I did that much that there were enough for Kim, Sam and Eliza. And Christine put it in this white dish, and they come and took it, Meals on Wheels. But it's like, I always say it's the Gresty Triangle, their house. They never, and nothing, it always disappears. You never get it back. So that dish was exactly what I needed for this apple crumble. But where is it? So I've had to find another one. Well, Christine has, and I'm going to sprinkle some of this. Just a little bit. Not too much vanilla essence in there. I'll give it a bit of a mix in. Don't want to get my hands in there. Where's my thing? Now, this is, like I said, I'm preparing this in advance. And I'm going to cover this with cling film and put it in the fridge for later. And I'm hoping that that lemon juice stops me blooming, stops me apples from going brown. Right, so bum, 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 bum. Christmas is coming. Oh, now then, look at that. I made that. Anzac, I think it's called, them Australian things. Because why I says I'm not well known over here, but I'm very big down under. I thought I'll do an Australian thing, so. It's a bit hobnobby. But I think I didn't do a master baking one with this because while I was doing it, Christine was mooching about in the kitchen. Yeah, it's a bit hobnobby, but I think with hobnobs they use wholemeal flour. Right. Anyway, we've not been getting on, have we? She said she's going to leave me because of my obsession with snooker. Will she leave? We'll find out after the break. Let's move that out of the way. That's going to be potatoes later for the pasty. So in here I want 125 grams. Oops, let's zero that. So you know, I've come to know now since I've become a master baker that rather than put everything in one pan and then keep adding to it when it's on one bowl, you can't take it out once it's in and mixed up with everything else. So here I need 125 grams. Now at one point I'd do this in a bowl and then put it in the pan, but then I've got a dirty bowl, so why not just do it in the pan? Yeah, see what I mean? Here's my trusty spoon. If I can't find this spoon, there's trouble. She thinks I'm on the spectrum. I don't know what she's talking about. I've just got to have the same things all the time, you know what I mean? So 125 grams, I reckon. I reckon that might be a few grams. I forgot on that. Mixture from before, don't matter. Oh God, that's only six. Oh, bloody hell, no wonder they're not healthy, these bloody baking things, are they? The James Martin don't put this much butter in. 125? No, is that what it says? 125, 125, 125. Spot on. Right, that's unsalted butter. I don't think it makes a difference because if you use salted butter, because it says put a sprinkle of sugar in it. A sprinkle of sugar, sprinkle of butter. Right, so now then, what else does it say? I better just I don't want to do that yet. Right, so you've got to melt that. So get rid of that. Better keep my recipe close, just in case, because I've just been looking at the one for the pasties. Anyway, I'm going to wrap some cinnamon in that. Now, last time it asked for half a teaspoon and I put a teaspoon in. Which I don't think will be too bad. This time it's asking for a teaspoon. So I will put a teaspoon in. Supposed to wait till butter melts really, but be here all day, won't I? I'm going to do some of them with chocolate on, I think. Oh, nice them. Well, last week, my, oh God, what were it? A caramel thing in my bag, weren't it? Oh, it was fit. It weren't so good the next day. It has to be eaten the same day. Next day warmed up, it was like, more like a trifle, basically, next time. It was alright, but... Right, come on. Get this end shapping. Baking powder, I could put some of that in. No, I'll wait. It says melted butter, right? And then it says mix ingredients in the bowl. But for me, that's just making more washing up for me. Alright, now then. Potential problem. Well, maybe not. But see that's dark Muscovado sugar. And the shopping list was for brown sugar. I mustn't have made myself clear. So this is going to have probably a little bit more treacly flavour type. You know, caramelly maybe. Which isn't a bad thing. So we will see. Yeah, baking powder. Oh, I'll just shove that in with the sugar for now. So that says half a teaspoon. Oh, isn't that pretty? It's like icing sugar. And over here we've got 150 grams of white flour, and it says 90 grams of oats, rolled oats. Well, Scotch porridge oats these. But I've probably put 120 grams in there because I want a bit more topping. Now, I might not put it all on depending on how it pans out. Pans out, get it? Come on, say that then. Right, I want a bit of salt. I'll put in that with the flour. Pinch of salt. Yeah, which, like I say, you probably got away with using salted butter. And right. La 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 la. Anyway, I know where I stand in the pecking order. You never guess what happened this morning. Hang on a minute. Oh my God, it's not a Christmas movie. Unless it's in Japanese. Yeah, you never guess what she did this morning. She stood on my toe. Said, "Are you alright?" Like, dead flippant, just like that. I said, "Yeah." Went upstairs and cried. And then a bit later, because she's a bit clumsy, you know, she stood on Tilly, on her paw. "Oh, Tilly, are you alright? Come here. Oh, let me have a look. Let me rub it better. Oh, come here." She's giving the cuddles, dog cuddles, rubbing the paw. "Oh, let me get you a treat." Freaking marvellous, isn't it? Right. That's melted. I'll whack the sugar in. going to give that a bit of a mix up. So that's... It does smell fit though, that. I mean, it's not really supposed to be what you use. It's supposed to be a bloody brown sugar. Bit of flour in there and the salt in there as well, and then the porridge oats. Whap them all in. Give it a mix. Now, I'm just going to let that cool a little bit. I don't want two big chunky bits, then they'll have to be broken down when it's spread on top. See, I'm hoping there's going to be... I don't think on the recipe, to tell you the truth, which is another one of Nargis. I think she's Vietnamese, I've sussed out now. So now I'm going to cover that with cling film. Once it cools down a bit, do some washing up, and then I'll come back to you later on when I'm putting it in the oven with the aid of a glamorous assistant. That little bit tastes alright when it's done. We've took these back out of the fridge and put the topping over the things that are in it. Probably in their potatoes. I think that long ago since I did it, I can't remember. So, chips, first batch cooked, first time, second batch in there. I know I'm like, see, I'm multitasking. I almost didn't egg wash them. Well, I did. I put them in the oven and I egg washed them. Anyway, so we're back here now on this is the crumble. So as soon as I can get things out of the oven and these chips sorted out, once Christine's serving up, I'll whack this in the oven and it'll take about 40 minutes then. And then hopefully it don't turn out bad. It's alright, doesn't it? You can't eat it as it is. Well, I've never done it before. I'm only an amateur master baker really. So, right. This is it as it's looking at the moment. Cover it up for 10 minutes. Loosely with foil. Give it 10 minutes. I'll be back. Right. I've had to move a bit of the custard out of the way. So we've had it with custard. Oh, well, I mean, come on. I've took the other camera away, so I've just got this one. Oh my god, that is so fit.